This is a tale not only of two cities, but of two men. One has a ring, both own a Super Bowl legacy. And while each has authored a storied football career, forever linked by a single play, they are kindred spirits for much more noble reasons.
What you been doing, man? You ain't been out of trouble this year. I like it. Take a year of growth.
Kevin Dyson is vice principal at Independence High in Nashville. Mike Jones now serves as head football coach for the 200-year-old St. Louis University High School.
Being leaders, you guys, sometimes you got to tell guys stuff that you don't want to tell them, but you need to tell them.
The second oldest Jesuit school in the country is rich in athletic tradition, as is the man who made the tackle.
It has never happened in Super Bowl history for a team to score on the last play of regulation.
The 1999 Rams season was carried offensively by the greatest show on turf and the genius of Dick Vermeil, but it would be the defense who preserved the win.
The Titans have Wycheck and Dyson wide left. McNair drops, throws right side for Dyson. He dives for the end zone.
Didn't make it.
He came up 1 yard short. The Rams win by a yard.
You're talking about the Super Bowl. Our name's always going to be connected because of it. One thing about him, he's always been humbled and great about the whole experience.
It was in March. That was about a month and a half, 2 months later. We met in St. Louis, and they did a special on the tackle, and that's when he told me he knew where I was going to be at. And then I told him, well, I thought I was going to kill you. I didn't think you saw me.
He was 1 yard short, and the St. Louis Rams are champions of the world.
But I always tell people I learn more from coming up a yard short. I think we learn more from our losses than our wins.
What's up, man? Have a seat. What's going on, man?
Kevin has reached into his past in an effort to move forward.
I try to run from being a professional athlete or former professional athlete. I wanted to be taken serious as an educator. If she's done English 3 and 4, she should be fine. I'm embracing it now because a lot of those things that helped me become a professional athlete are my strengths that I can utilize, how to overcome adversity, endurance that I've learned from playing ball.
Most of our kids, they do know about his NFL experience, but they quickly forget it as well because he is so approachable. They don't necessarily look at him as a celebrity. They look at him as a source of help and someone to go to when they need it.
First year letter winner Bryce McCool.
Mike Jones has also embraced his experience with the game,
August Littles,
inspiring him to go back to the future.
His time in football wasn't spent just focusing on the X's and O's and where I'm supposed to be. He was observing, he was listening, he was learning from coaches, he was learning about ways to connect football to life and to connect families to football.
I think Mike cares about our kids. I think Mike's concerned about our kids. I think that's what makes Mike special.
We should try to create more competition and more drive between the underclassmen and ourselves as well.
We talk about competing and talking about the young guys. Well, you guys as leaders had to kind of institute that. When you're coaching got kids through everything, not just football.
Mike's commitment to the community is 24/7, always has been, still is today.
And I started doing special needs camps when I was probably second year in the NFL and did them for about almost 15 years. So I try to get involved with the community wherever I live at. So I've been here for a long time and been trying to do a lot of things.
We really want this to be an all teams, all cancer, type of platform, and it really is these kids coming together for something really awesome. And
right.
At the end.
On this night, Mike is donating time with a group to help organize a fundraiser to tackle cancer.
I think he's one of those guys that likes to pay it forward and hopefully change a life here along the way.
Kevin continues to fight the good fight armed with a pair of masters and a doctorate in education, remembering this Titan now requires acknowledging Dr. Dyson.
Doctorate, that was just kind of those things as I got going in education. I started getting this zeal for learning. It was kind of like my Mount Everest. It was that bucket list type thing.
Hey, Miss P,
Hello. I like to believe it's growth, growing as an individual, growing interpersonally, and hopefully I never stop growing.
19 years ago, inches defined these two men. Today, they define themselves differently. No one doubts that the remainder of their journeys will be equally memorable.